Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So I just got a few updates for you today. First off, I just wanted to share with you guys the events of last night. Like last night we had like a crazy rainstorm. I thought my house was gonna flood again. It was like so scary. I'll show you some video of that from my security cameras, but I also have a snake in here. I'll show some pictures of it, but like a snake comes over here every once in a while. It's probably eating my fish. Yeah, I don't see him right now. It's a little water snake or something like that, like no big deal, non-venomous, so we just stay away from him and he doesn't really bother us. So so last night I was watching from my cameras, of course, and the water was getting to, like, if you can visualize it, it was like to the bottom of her tire here. So if you can imagine, the entire street was flooded. I had to run outside and rescue the pilot because I thought it was gonna bite it underwater. So I just kind of threw it over here in the pouring rain. And pretty sure no water gone in it. No, just the water from my super soaked feet. So yeah, I had to run out and save my pilot. I'm not sure if it would have gotten water in it sitting there. You guys can look at the video and tell me what you think. I think it would have, but who knows. Definitely like some other cars down the street. One other car down the street got flooded. It's not really supposed to rain much more anymore, but we're still moving stuff up and doing all that good stuff. So just a pain. That's that Houston flooding life. But it didn't flood the house. No water came in the house. I saved the car, so other than it just being really scary, it was fine. Just figured I'd share that update with you, since you know I did, my house did flood previously in Harvey. And so did my WRX, and so did my Cadillac ELR. But we're through all that now. I got this amazing Scat Pack and I really don't want it to get messed up. So speaking of the Scat Pack, I got an update on that. So I was just kind of thinking of what direction I want to go on it. And I know I had been previously thinking that building the transmission was going to be like the first thing I do. But, you know, the transmission's been fine, so it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. And I'm like kind of thinking I just want some more power for now. And the easiest way to do that is just to go E85. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I built the fuel system for E85. The only thing I really need is bigger injectors. I have 1000cc injectors right now. I'm probably going to go with some 1700cc or something like that, just to be able to flow the fuel. My fuel pumps, as you know, I got a triple pump 4 Innovations fuel system, so I got plenty of fuel. Just need the injectors. And the only safety point that I want to get for sure is a ethanol content gauge, because the idea of putting like unpure ethanol or something like that, and it's going to ruin everything. I don't know. I just want to know that the ethanol has the correct content of ethanol that it should have. So I'm going to get a gauge for the ethanol and then change the injectors, and then we'll do a tune for some E85. And there's actually E85 like really close by to the area. I could probably run it on ethanol, like no problem. Like there's like a gas station like less than a mile from here that sells it, and it's only like $2.20 or something like that right now. So it's a little bit cheaper than premium. So in light of this recent flooding event, I've realized that there's one thing that I'm lacking that I really need, and that is a big lifted truck. I would feel so much better if I had a truck that was able to go through like a good like 4 or 5 feet of water. So no matter what, I knew I could get to my family. We could leave, like anything like that would be fine. The Pilot probably, I think it's rated to go in like 18 inches of water. It probably can do a little bit more, but you know, it's a Pilot. It's not, you know, it's not like a super off-road vehicle that I'm going to be able to escape danger and bug out of situations. So it's been a while since I've had a big truck, so I think it's time now. I also, if I go to an events in the Scat Pack, I'll probably want to tow it, I'm thinking. I don't know though. I really like driving it, but I do see the benefits of towing a car that you're about to go race balls out, so you don't break it, especially if it's far, and then not be able to get it home. So some value in that. So that's just one of the things I'm thinking about. I'm probably going to get a truck. So we're going to get a truck on the channel, and it will be, it'll have to be 4-wheel drive, of course, and we'll have to be able to lift it up decently high to make sure that we're good on any of the water and flooding. And just as far as another update on the Scat Pack, let's pop the garage open and take a look at it here. And this light is blinking because the power went out. For some reason it's a weird LED light and it does that. So I got my dehumidifier running, and for anyone who has not been with the channel for long enough, it just flows water into my little pond to keep the garage dry and to keep all my stuff in the garage and my car dry, because you know the Houston humidity is pretty ridiculous. So you know, having the car sit in even a garage without any climate control is not good for it. See, so just for anyone who doesn't think I care, I do care about my car. I keep a humidifier in the garage just for my car. I love my car. I might not take care of the paint. I might take it through normal car washes. I might do some weird stuff like have the interior completely junky, but I do care. I just care my own way. So it looks like my garage did not flood or anything. I mean, I knew it didn't flood because the water didn't get up high enough, but it didn't leak. So that's good. It rained like an incredible amount. I'll put the rainfall on the screen because I don't know what it is offhand, but it was an insane amount of rain. And anyone who doesn't live in an area where you get these tropical storms, like I lived in California for the first, 30 years of my life. And I didn't know that it could rain, like it was even as possible to rain as hard as it does here. I didn't think it was possible. Like I've been in rain, I didn't think it could rain as hard as it does out here. It rains like the downfall rate of rain is just insane, like insane. So the other update with this, I've got about the correct amount of miles on it. Yeah, so I got 13,441 miles. Which puts me at right about the 1,000-mile mark. So I did hit up Pites, and that's when we talked a little bit about the E85 and my different options for a bigger blower, and we're going to get into that a little bit later. But for now, I'm just thinking I'm going to just put it on E85 just because it's relatively cheap and simple to make that happen, and I can make a lot more power, and just seems like it would be kind of interesting. And so I'm not really sure about my transmission, but I think I'm going to just kind of wing it, just hope it holds up. It's been fine so far. I've got the transmission cooler. Let's just see what my little HP70 will take. So I'm going to be taking the car over to Pite soon to have them just do the first oil change and just kind of give everything a once over. But the one issue that I have had with the car, besides that little trouble code or whatever that never came back, by the way, is the belt squeak. So if for anyone who's been with the channel for a little bit, you'll remember I was in, I think the Lowe's parking lot, and there was like a little squeak that was coming from under the hood. It does that a lot worse now, and it mostly does it when the air conditioner's on. So I think that's what it, like when the air conditioner's on, the windows are rolled up, and like the fan's on, so you don't really hear it. But like when you are outside of the car, you do hear that it squeaks slightly with the air conditioner on. And so I'm obviously going to have some sort of belt issues. So I'm looking maybe a different tensioner, maybe a different belt setup. I don't know. If anyone has any suggestions, let me know. I know there's like a Grip Tech belt thing, but I don't know where it's slipping. I don't know if it's slipping on the blower. I don't think it's slipping on the blower. I think it's slipping probably on the AC compressor or something like that. I don't know. All I know is it sucks. Let me see if I can give you guys a listen to it and give you a cold start just for the hell of it. now the AC is off. See, just so everybody knows, one of my neighbors just saw me outside right now when I just did that cold start, and he said it sounds so awesome. And so some people do like it. I'm like, yeah, sorry it's loud, and he's all, no, it sounds amazing. Like it's this older dude, and he obviously he actually has a Camaro SS, so he's pretty cool. Anyway, so you see the squeak occurs when the air conditioner's on, and it stops when it's off. So it's just the additional stress on the belt, probably at the low tension. So maybe that's when the new tensioner will just keep the tension. So I'm imagining that maybe slack is coming on it, like as the compressor cycles on and off. I don't know. That's one of the things I'll talk to Pites about the squeak, because a squeak, it'll just continue getting worse until it just starts wearing down the belt, and then it turns into a problem, and I don't want that to happen. So it's the only problem though, is a little squeak when the air conditioner's on. Other than that, car's been a-okay. So hopefully that footage from the storm was interesting. I haven't looked at it myself. I mean, I was watching it last night, but I don't know what you guys will see. But just wish me luck tonight. Let's hope I don't get flooded out, and let's hope my scat pack's okay. Now, if it did flood like enough to like risk my car in the garage, which it would have to be a lot of water to risk this. I mean, like a foot or higher than it was. I might run out here and then try to put it on jack stands or something like that. I have no idea what I would do. But in any event, it didn't flood. It was just scary. It didn't even really come close to flooding the house itself. Like, it would have needed a lot more to flood the house. But it was still just scary since it did before. Like, it was just scary. Like, if my house would never flooded before, I wouldn't have been as scared. But it did. So now, like, when I see water starting to come up, you just don't know when it's going to stop, and that's terrifying. So everybody wish me luck. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Peace.
Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated. Weeded, engage in the pavement. Rubber escorts like I'm seeking arrangement. Push the gas, escalate the gauges, escalate hits on the cam girls' pages, blazes, and hit 'em with a script full of sexy phrases.